So, saw my last video comments. Shout out to the people who commented. Even if I offended you, thank you for listening. I have a horrible voice, so me podcasting gives me more confidence. The more I stream, the better I start talking because like, oh, people paying attention. So yeah, when it comes to the xenophobia, I've been actually asking around. If you don't know me, I had a podcast named Global Rhythms back then. Still on iHeartRadio. Type in David Spence and my name pops up. I don't know why my name is attached to it, but I can't find it otherwise. So I should put the link in the description box. Um, so my homegirls, I asked one of us, yo, what's going on? She said, I am not in South Africa. Don't ask me. I said, okay, it's a trigger. I see. She said, I sell paper before, and they told me they don't want, they upset at me, and some people liked what I said. Like, she said, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm not there. It hurts. I said, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Then I asked another person, hey, and they gave me some more insight. And again, they're not there. Um, Logically, it makes sense. For me, I'm in New York City, but I know a lot about South African history. It started with the music. Shout out to my Kwaito lovers. I'm a Kwaito lover. I still play Brown Dash and TKZ here and there. Um, I can't say it right. I was a big player when it comes to South African music when it first came out in America. That it was popularized by the movie Black Panther before we understood what it was. So Destruction Boys, etc. And then I'm a piano. Everyone knows what that is. So I will show you guys my credentials as I go along. So anyway, when it comes to the Gwede Gwede, apparently that's what South Africans call people who are not from South Africa, the Gwede Gwede. The Gwede Gwede are the people they look down upon, essentially. So if you're in South Africa, right, as a Zimbabwean, they may refer to you as the Gwede Gwede. I'm not making this up. I didn't say all South Africans do this. It is a term that's being used. Okay, like if I was to go to a Dominican Republic country, the Dominican Republic, sorry, they will have words for me too, and it's not a term of endearment. But some of them use that as what are you doing here with the Gwede Gwede? And this is not all South Africans, okay? Not all South Africans are xenophobic. Just like not all white people are racist, okay? So this is just a small time in history where there's a small conflict, or it's a big conflict. Does not represent the South African people at all in its entirety. This is just a scenario they are enduring. I'm hoping that it stops soon. It's very heartbreaking, but I'm pretty sure the South Africans feel it justified. The only thing I'm hearing is South Africa has open borders. So, with that being said, a lot of people come to the country for a better living. They feel like their opportunity being taken up. Here in America, we have something similar, but it's been going on for a very long time. Where there are a lot of people, it's not just white people either, who feel like these immigrants. Let's say last 2 years, when the migrants came to America, a lot of migrants came. They got free housing, free food, free money. Because to me, in my opinion, the broader expectation was these were going to be the new replacement for the black people or for the lower class, who's going to work harder, much longer for less pay. They were going to reproduce more. There's a shortage of birth rate in America. So the plot from the Democrats who allowed this to happen is to get these people here for more manual labor, more production, and then black people in general would have been super screwed because these people came with a hunger. Like, you don't know why a lot of immigrants do better than let's talk about America. Let's say a South African comes to America and kills it, right? Somali would kill it. They just get their wealth, they send money back home, etc. When you have poverty or less money, when you see the opportunity to make more money, when you see the opportunity to make more money, you are going to you're going to take full advantage, right? So if your currency is like, let's say Zimbabwe, right? I don't know how it is now, but the currency is really bad, right? I will be a multi-millionaire, right? Multi-billionaire with my small salary. I don't have a lot of. I'm not a multi-millionaire here, so anything below a million, you're middle class, under middle class. The new upper middle class in America is like 500,000. That's the new middle class. Anything below that, okay. Let me be fair. If you below 100K, you are not middle class. Okay, you're lower class, and even lower than that. Most people make half of that, 50K. I think the average person makes 50K a year, actually, in America, or average man at least. So 50K a year here in Zimbabwe, you are the czar. You are Oga Sugar Daddy, okay? So this is why they do so much better. They have way more appreciation for the opportunity. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let me go to the video.
Police in South Africa conduct spot checks, asking anyone who looks like a foreigner to produce documentation.
When last did you go to verify from the Home Affairs?
Proving their right to be in the country. This one is targeting business owners in the port city of Durban. Some of those suspected of being in the country illegally are detained.
That's why you need to close the shop. You understand? We verify you, we verify the papers of the shop.
South African cities have been experiencing a rise in social unrest as locals blame crime and unemployment on illegal immigration.
So someone told me that they also are experiencing trafficking, human trafficking and drug trafficking. They were saying that this didn't really exist until, and I'm not going to blame just Nigerians, until the immigrants came into the country. How true that is, I don't know, because I'm not from there. I'm just repeating what I hear. Again, I don't know what's going on. I'm just very curious. So, again, they say a lot of human trafficking has been going on since. I mean, I don't know what did it start a few years ago, last year, this year, So that part I will never know.
Targeting mainly other Africans. Some foreigners say they are scared.
Why they are hating us? So that's a big issue. We love them. We give them a job. We never took any job from the South African.
And here's the problem. There's people out there who actually are doing it the right way. They're not trying to hurt nobody. They just want to work. And I feel for them.
Ethiopians.
After a wave of anti-immigrant protests, several businesses owned by foreign nationals in Durban are closed. This is downtown Durban. It's where you find all the small shops where people come and buy their groceries and buy things like clothes. But look at this. This one's closed. This one's closed. This one's closed. All the shops in this complex are shut. You come out onto the street, go up the road, several businesses are also shut as well.
Wow.
Anti-migrant groups insist they are not xenophobic. They want their government to take stronger action against undocumented immigrants and tighten border security.
There is no hatred. It's only an element of criminality, which in fact was trying to invade the space of frustration.
So, if I'm correct, it's almost like here in America. It's not that, let's say Donald Trump and MAGA, right? It's not that they say they don't want immigrants, they just want to do it the right way. They want you to do your paperwork. There are immigrants out here who you would think they will vouch for illegal immigrants, but even them like, no, I have to do it the right way. So you got to do the right way. When you come to America, you could wait up to like 5 years to get working papers. You could do it the right way. Let's say you get married, right? You could wait up to 5 years just to legally work. So a lot of people have to resort to hustling, off the books. These people could be the people who are hustling off the books until they get the papers, or maybe they don't have papers. They just hustling. Maybe they feel comfortable there. They don't want to leave. Who knows?
by those who are demonstrating to us as government that government, why are we not doing what we are supposed to do?
South Africa's government is under pressure from locals to address rising unemployment, corruption and crime. Some foreigners feel they are being unfairly targeted in the crackdown on undocumented foreigners. Harry Mutasa, Al Jazeera, Durban.
Durban. Wow. That's too long, bro. That's too long, bro. Come on, South Africa. Yeah, I'm starting to see a lot of people like fighting back against it. Again, I don't know how it is, so I will not tell someone this is how you should feel. You're not there. You don't know how you should feel. So I'm not gonna blame the South Africans. Whoever tribes involved is not just tribes, maybe just a group of them, maybe.
So, we are not stopping until South Africa stops. In fact, as I am talking to you right now, these are scenes, looting scenes from South Africa. And an activist said that Ghana overreacted by the president trying to go to South Africa to bring our people back to Ghana. Regardless, there is time, or it is time for South Africans to exercise their activity of going back home. And it's becoming some kind of...
Okay, I just saw this. Now, the last video, man, let's go to the comment section. I just said, hey, I heard the
our
Zulus.
people back to Ghana. Regardless, there is time, or it is time for South Africans.
Premium Zulu. Okay. Now, I said, hey, are the Zulus available? And they tried to say, oh, you're an idiot. You're an idiot, boy. What they said. Let's go to the comment section. Again, maybe I'm wrong. Thanks for covering this heartbreaking chaos. MSM is silent. Government is silent. MN is silent. Find destructive loop on loots. False, bro. This one doesn't know Zulu history, so I replied, please enlighten me of what's going on. Stop putting stupid headlines. This is black on immigrant, black on black immigrant, whatever. Then what we lose is the video of the disrespect of the old age man was very upsetting to me. My uncle really murdered by book. I apologize, my brother. Okay, I don't know how this is experience someone getting harmed, and nor do I ever want to. So I apologize, which I did. Fuck off. Fuck off. I love the South African accent. Fuck off with the attention speaking. That's my South African propaganda-driven narrative that seeks to portray an entire group of people as xenophobic and violent. This is our South African accent. We do not define ourselves along tribal lines and South. Give me one in the chat if you heard that. The tribal lines in South Africa. Fuck off. Once again, with the same divisive rhetoric that apartheid whites used to sow division among black people. Oh man, I love me some South African accents. Shout out to South Africa. Shula Zunga. Oh, that a woman. I gotta get my coloring on better. What the fuck? Don't like bounce off my damn face. Anyway.
To exercise their activity of going back home. And it's becoming some kind of misunderstanding between Ghanaians and South Africans here in Ghana. There is a South African business, gold mining business here in Ghana called Goldfield. They actually had a branch at Dama. Dama is at Prestia, right? That's where they were operating. And they have another branch at Takwa around April 2020 or not revoke it.
We are equally aware of attempts by Goldfields Limited.
Okay, let's go to something else. Everything's relevant, so I just want to know more what's going on. What's it called? The Gwede Gwede?
The situation in South Africa is getting worse because right now their high school students have joined the protest. Their high school students are looting. Their high school students are breaking gates and trying to tell the people that they should sack all foreigners in their schools and stuff like that. And this doesn't make sense. Also, the leader of the Zulus has spoken about Ghana evacuating the Ghanaians from South Africa and stuff. And he too, if you...
I don't check my whole damn thumbnail assuming it was a Zulus, and he's the second time I've seen the word Zulu.
Listen to his motivation. You see that South Africa, they have a problem, but we'll get there. A lot is happening in South Africa, and this video is going to detail things from the South Africans' point of view and what the students in South Africa are doing. They are looting. They are looting people from like the foreign nationals. They'll enter your shop. They scatter everything. They see cowbell coffee now. They are stealing it and go, oh. They see cowbell coffee now. Have joined because they've seen the elderly people do it. They've seen their seniors do it. They've seen grown-ups marching in the streets, sacking foreign nationals. They've seen it in the news. It has happened in different times. They've seen leaders talk about it and stuff. And right now, there's students who have been in the same school with their mates who are from like foreign countries and stuff. All of a sudden, on Wednesday, they started attacking their own mates and beating them in some place called...
Oh boy, the herd effect. The herd effect is everywhere. Oh gosh, they see one thing happen and they have to follow the crowd because why not, right? I hate people who don't think for themselves, okay? If you have a schoolmate, there's never an issue. Why are you acting like it's an issue now? It's called a hive mind. Here in America, we had Elon Musk from South Africa, ironically, who was leading something called Doge. Doge was to basically capture people committing fraud. What is wrong with that? It's a question I would ask people who were so upset at the time. What's wrong with committing fraud? Oh, it's not about committing fraud. It's Elon Musk. He's trying to get money for his pocket. How do you know this? Do you understand that this man has so much money he can't even spend it all? He can't spend it all. He could probably buy like 3 countries with this shit. Probably buy a few countries with it. Then he'll go broke. Until then, it's called transparency. He didn't have to say anything. But because the crowds at the time were so convinced, they were so convinced by the media and people who have strong imaginations, saying, yeah, he's gonna rule the world. And then they just started like going after people's Teslas in the streets, throwing rocks at Teslas, spray painting, keying Teslas. This all happened last year. And what's going on now? People forgot all about that. Now to the next controversy. It's like the Puppet Master. This fucking media game. Puppets. Y'all can't think for yourselves? Jesus Christ.
Kraaifontein. Maybe I'm getting it wrong, but it's very close to Cape Town. It is a town over there. DW even reported on it. Police in South Africa is investigating violent protests by hundreds of high school students in
South Africans. You wouldn't like it if you were displaced in a different country, and then all of a sudden everyone hates South Africans all of a sudden. What are you gonna do? They're all jumping on you because you're not from there. What you gonna do? You're not gonna like it, man.
Kraaifontein near Cape Town, who demanded the removal of foreign nationals from their schools and the country. Police said about 700 learners from 2 schools took part in Wednesday's unrest. The protest turned violent with a foreign national reportedly assaulted, vehicles stoned, and roadside stall. And then they entered the... Yes, human beings are born with. He is the leader of the Zulus. The Zulu people, he is the one leading their protest. And they formed March group. And they are saying that, they announced that by the 30th of June, all foreigners will leave South Africa. Just said the way they've started, by 30th, and also on the 30th of June when they do their protest, and they see any, this just he's saying that no foreigner will be in South Africa by 30th of June.
30 June umnqamla juku 30 June umnqamla juku wokuhamba kwa wonke umuntu ofika la eSouth Africa ongahambanga sesiyoqala phansi ke sixoxe ukuthi kuyoxoxa kanjani.
I mean, I'm happy to see that people sold on to their customs. I'll give you that. That's why they're positive of this. It's cool that they still hold on to their history. But I don't know the intertwines with the tribalism. I have no idea nor that I want to, because I don't want no smoke. If I come to South Africa, I want to know how to make I'm a piano, and I want to feel some big old nyash. That's the only thing I want to do. So I respect what's going on. That's cool to see they still hold on to their customs in modern day age. Yeah, I would get the fuck out of South Africa, but I was a national. It seems like they don't have the same police force they got here in America, so they could get away with a lot more shit.
Now with this, some Ghanaians have also retaliated by saying that if they don't know and they attack any Ghanaian on 30th of June, when they do that, their protest, Ghanaians will also start attacking some South Africans. Those who are doing the prostitution and some businesses and stuff like that, they will attack.
30th of June, they said on the 30th, they almost I think 32 days or 33 days. You don't leave their account, whatever gets and happens to you, you cause it. On that the same day, we are always going to protest against Africa in this country. If they touch one Ghanaian again, we'll touch 2 of them. If they touch 3, we'll touch 4. You know where they are. You see MTN, that they're less necessary to come there. And less police will come there. If they touch Ghanaian again, we will destroy. Look, we don't want to even go there, but they should let us go there. Because
it makes me want to cry. Let me go to the camera. It makes no sense.